Hey, good afternoon. Jim Hatchell here to share with you the continuation of Walk Through the Catalog. Today I'm going to be talking about men's health. Now, the catalog doesn't share a lot about men's health, but I've got some advice and some recommendations that I think every man should be aware of. And ladies, it's your responsibility to make sure your man is doing what he needs to do. Before I do that, let me just share a little bit about my story, because I have been very blessed to have a woman who encourages me and, well, in a nice way, encourages me to take my vitamins on a daily basis. And it's because of that that I am where I am today with my health journey. But let me take you back in time. I've been healthy pretty much all of my life. But in 1985, I had a little hiccup. I started having an arrhythmia problem with my heart. And, we weren't sure what the cause was. We didn't know what was going on, but it happened in 85 and then it disappeared. And I never had it again. Well, I didn't have it again until about 1990 something. I think 93 or 94. And then I had another episode. Once again, it left as if it was going away forever, but then it snuck back up on me again. Only this time it continued more than the 1 or 2 days. It started coming on about every other week, and sometimes it would last a week, and it was just something that I'd never experienced before. And I finally went to the doctor, and the doctor said, yeah, you've got atrial fibrillation, which is basically a heart rhythm issue. No heart disease, no problems, but the electrical system in my heart just would get out of sync and cause my heart to get out of rhythm. Well, long story short, 2007, 2008 time frame, I was seeing a cardiologist who felt like it was important for me to have something done to correct that problem. And so he sent me to MUSC to meet with a arrhythmia specialist, and he said that I was a good candidate for a procedure called heart ablation. Well, that heart ablation was a 7-hour procedure that corrected the problem, and I have not had a hiccup since. But that's not the rest of the story. So after the ablation, I went back to see the doctor, and he said, you're looking good, everything seems to be going great, but there's one number that I'm concerned about. And he had this number circled at the top of the page in red, and that number was 263. Well, of course, I was being optimistic and saying, oh, is that my cholesterol? And he looked at me and shook his head. He said, no, sir, that's not what your problem is. He said, that's your weight. And he said that if you don't do something about correcting your weight, that 7-hour procedure that we did on your heart will probably not last much longer. So we got home, Dale and me, and we decided that it was time to do something. And that's when my health was truly transformed, because I embraced engaging myself in improving my health. Now, there are some things that I've done along the way that have been very important. I'm going to share a couple of those with you, because just taking good supplements and eating right is only part of the process, because some of the things I did was increased exercise, reduce my stress levels, lots of different things. But today I want to share with you a little bit about some of the supplements that I used along my journey and where I am today. So some of the things that men have to deal with, of course we all deal with them, but they seem to be more in men's health concern than in the whole population. Women have these issues as well, but it seems that men have more of these types of issues, especially as it relates to heart disease and stress and weight and endurance and energy, and of course, prostate health. And so I want to share some things with you today that I use to help me as part of my journey. And, I tell people all the time, I am the only person I know that takes a cereal bowl full of vitamins every morning. But not everybody needs to do that. In fact, I have some recommendations that I think would be very beneficial to anyone, regardless of where they are today, that would help them and move them forward into improving their health journey. And some of the things that I use on a daily basis and start my day with are things like this energizing Life Shake, which is just a great product. And there's several different varieties that you can use. My favorite is the vanilla and strawberry, and I make a shake in the mornings. Now, there are lots of different recipes, but I combine that along with the Life Strips, which really give me all the nutrients that I need for a full day. Now, it's interesting that I showed you the box, and I've got the little strips here, but these are amazing products and have been into space with our astronauts. And so it's great to know that. And those two products are just probably, if you're looking for something as a beginning point, this would be the best place to start. The energizing or the Life Shake and the Life Strips, and they are amazing and 100% guaranteed. Ladies, introduce this to your special man. If you want to see him change in 30 days, I promise you there will be a difference, and that's guaranteed. A few other things that I use, and if I may, I want to talk about one. I said something about energy. And the Core Energy product is one that is really powerful. It gives you, it increases your energy level. It does things to make you feel better. It even enhances your moods, which I know most men, while they seem to be always in a good mood, that's not true. But this is a great energy supplement that can help you increase your energy and endurance. If you have a fitness husband, one that goes out and does a lot of exercising, this would be a great product to introduce to him or her, to him. And stress relief. I'm pretty relaxed, but there was a period in my life where I was under a great deal of stress. When I worked in an environment where, when you let 300 people go, when you send them home, it creates a lot of stress, and that stress really was impacting me in a very negative way. And this little product right here was very important to me during that time. And I even take it today if I know I'm going into a stressful environment. If I'm speaking before a group or something like that, we take the stress relief to help us calm our nerves and to deal with the situation much better. Wonderful product. But stress in men especially, it creates that cortisol, and cortisol tends to cause men to have the fat around their bellies. And cortisol is not one of those things that we want to have to deal with. I'm trying to hold my belly in, but I have in fact lost that weight I talked about earlier and feel much better about that. And I also mentioned prostate health for men. I like a lot of men, I was one who suffered from an enlarged prostate and had some issues, and part of that was because I was almost to the point where I was obese, and the doctor said that that would help that. But another product that we use and that I use that has been very beneficial has the saw palmatic complex. It has really, really helped me a great deal. In fact, my urologist, while he doesn't say that the saw palmatic did it, but he says, you know what? He says, your prostate has shrunk over the last few years, and whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you've done the right thing. And so those are just a few products that I wanted to mention as it relates to men's health. You know, men need to take care of themselves just as much as women. And, you know, fortunately for our female population, they get it. So it's your responsibility to make sure your special man gets it. Because I know for me, if it were not for my beautiful bride, I'm not sure that I would take the supplements on a daily basis. You know, it's just one of those things that sometimes men are get in a hurry and they want to go and they forget about it, and boom, their day is gone and they don't do what they need to do. And my wife especially is all about making sure that I get the supplements I need, and I appreciate that very much. Hey, listen, one of the things you can do if you've got questions or you need more information about what you think you might take, there's an app that Shaklee has. It's called Health Print. And you can go out and it's 20 questions. It takes about 5 minutes to respond to those questions, but you can get a detailed report about where your health is, and it will make some strong recommendations as to what products would best fit you and your lifestyle. So wherever you are in your health journey, whatever you're doing to try to improve your health, remember that supplementation is one thing that you can do. Exercise is another great thing you can do. And putting yourself in an environment where you are around people who are positive and energetic, all of those things help you in your journey to better health. So if you have questions or you want to make a comment, please go ahead and do that. Or you can, you know, go in there and send us a PM or whatever you want to do, but let us know if there's something specific that you would like to know about. If there's some product that you would wish to know more about, whatever it might be, just let us know. And ladies, remember, it's your responsibility to take care of your special man. Y'all have a great day.
And I just love my special man.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad and so proud of you for what you've done for your health
you.
with my encouragement. But you have been so sweet about it and gracious about it. You've been good about exercising and doing all those things.
Yes.
And somebody said something to me years ago, you know, after you lost the weight. He came up to me and said, after you spoke, he said to me, you know, Jim has definitely gained health and is doing better and feeling better. But the biggest thing is you've added years to your life. Yeah. And for that, I am so grateful. And now that you have grandchildren,
especially,
you know how wonderful it is to be able to enjoy them and get on the floor and play airplane
with them
and have a great time. So, and Jim is so wonderful because he helps our team so much. And without him, we would just not be as wonderful as we are. You're so supportive, and thank you for sharing with us today.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.